Hello and welcome. Today we are doing a pick a card reading to see what money blessing or new level of success you will unlock next in your life. This is a timeless reading, so anytime you find this video is exactly when you need to hear these messages. As we dive into this reading together, remember, as always, to take what resonates from these readings and leave what doesn't. If you are new here, then welcome. I'm so glad that you found this video and this channel. My name is Taylor Eaton, and I am a wealth activator, a money mindset and manifestation expert, a channel, and I'm the author of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck and the Way of the Wealthy Woman guided journal and resource, both of which we're going to be using to channel guidance for you in each of the readings today. If you want to more quickly manifest your next level of success or wealth, then be sure to come join me inside of the Wealth Vibe membership or in my new group mentorship program that is going to be opening very soon. So the Wealth Vibe membership is a monthly low-cost membership that gives you access to so many tools, resources, and a high vibe community to help you manifest more wealth into your life and rewire your subconscious for abundance. It's a perfect place to kind of saturate yourself with the energy of abundance so you can align with it and call more wealth to you faster. My group mentorship program is designed for those of you who want to work closely with me to collapse timelines and more quickly and powerfully become who you need to become and take the aligned, bold actions that you need to take in order to achieve those massive up levels in your career, your big goals, and your soul's work in this lifetime. So links to both the Wealth Vibe and the group mentorship are below in the description and pinned comment for you. Go check those out. I'd love to see you in either or both of those spaces. Now let's run through the decks and their crystals so that you can pick your reading for today. So we have deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. If you like to pick by crystals, for deck 1 we have Vanadinite, for deck 2 is Chalcopyrite, and deck 3 is Aragonite. We will be incorporating multiple decks into each of the readings, and I will list all of the decks used in this reading in the description below. You can absolutely watch more than one of the readings if more than one deck is calling to you. That just means that there is guidance for you in each of those readings. So pause the video here if you need to. Take however long you need to tune into your inner guidance, your higher self, your guides, and just see which deck or crystal you are most drawn to. Which one just keeps calling to you, the one you can't take your eyes off of, the one that just kind of lights you up maybe in your gut or your solar plexus, the one that you just have that intuitive knowing about that that's the one that's meant for you. Once you've gotten that ping, that guidance, that clarity, go ahead and use the timestamps below in the description to jump to whichever deck or decks you're called to, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, deck number 1. This is your reading to uncover what money blessing or new level of success you will unlock next in your life. So we're going to dive right in today. We're going to move your crystal out of the way and start shuffling. I want to just see, let's just start off with the question of the hour, right? Which is, what blessing in money or success are you unlocking next? Hello, deck 1. All right, we have the quail and gooseberry, and we have the weasel and pine introspection. Oh, okay. Deck 1, I see that you are, this is so exciting. Like, I can't contain the excitement, the energy in my body, because what it is that you've been anticipating, what it is that you've been wanting, what it is that you've been working toward, that's what's coming to fruition next, which is so exciting. And that can seem so obvious because, you click on a reading hoping you're going to hear what you want to hear, but oftentimes what we're going to manifest next is often not what we think we need or what we want, but for you in this case, it is. So whatever it is that you've been anticipating the most, that you've been working toward the most, is what's coming next. Like that big milestone, that manifestation, that thing that matters the most to you right now is what's coming next for you in terms of your money or your career or your success in life. And the interesting thing though here is I'm getting a little bit of duality with the messages coming through with these cards that my collective is giving me. And what I'm getting here is that what you're anticipating the most is coming next, but that also means that if there's any wobble around it, if there's any fear around it, that can come with it too, right? Like it's kind of like a package deal, like whatever you are most anticipating, good or bad, desired or not desired, whatever your focus is on the most right now, whatever you're anticipating, meaning anticipating, right? The thing that you're most excited about or the thing you're fearing the most, right? Like that is what's coming next. But the good news is here is that I'm getting that you're on this reading at this time so that you can take a little bit of time to introspect and to get clear on like, where is your focus most of the time? Where is your focus most of the time, especially when you're manifesting and just about your day-to-day life, right? So not just your manifestation practices, not any rituals you have or mindset work or meditations or visualizations you do, but your day-to-day life. What's the underlying energy, right? That the universe, my guides, they're saying, tune in, deck one, tune into what's your underlying energy right now. Is it the energy of someone who's getting exactly what they want? Or is it the energy of someone who's afraid that what they don't want is going to happen soon? Because whichever energy you're in the most is the energy you're anticipating the most. It's the energy you're expecting the most. And therefore it is what is going to manifest next for you in your life. So this is very exciting, but it's a double-edged sword. And this is the power we hold as creators of our lives, of our realities. So we hold this power to manifest whatever it is that we are most fixated on, whatever we're most anticipating as the most likely outcome or as what we expect to happen or what we're most emotionally charged around. Like that's what we draw to us. Our mind is so powerful. Your mind is so powerful that whatever you think about the most, whether it's something you're thinking about because you're excited for it to happen or something you're thinking about because you're trying to avoid it and trying to manifest something so that that doesn't happen, whatever it is that you're most fixated on is what you draw to you. So this is kind of like a checkpoint is what I'm getting. This reading is serving for you as a checkpoint saying you're at this kind of crucial edge. You're at a point, deck one, where it's like things are building. The energy's been building. You've been changing. Your energy's been changing and building. Make sure it's changing and building in the direction of what you actually want, not what you're afraid of having happen or what you want to avoid. I feel like this message has come up a little bit here and there in other readings recently. So if you've picked the decks where this message has come up, this is really like, I'm not getting that this is your last chance, like all doom and gloom scary. I'm getting that this is the universe saying right now, you're at the tipping point. You're at the tipping point where things are going to start manifesting. Tune in with yourself and make sure what you are anticipating the most, what you are focused on the most, what you're believing is the most likely outcome, what you're assuming is going to happen next is what you want. And if not, this is the time to shift it. This is the time to change it because I'm getting that your power has been building. I'm not sure what you've been doing, deck one, because this is a general reading, so I'm getting like 50 different things you could have been doing for those of you who are tuning in here, but you've been doing something to build your power recently, whether you've been conscious of it or not. I'm getting most of you have been consciously doing this. You've been consciously building your innate power, which is phenomenal, right? Maybe you've been healing. Some of you have been working on valuing yourself more. Some of you have been working on strengthening your money mindset, or you've been doing affirmations, right? Like you've been doing something to kind of almost build this compounding energy and momentum within you. And I'm getting that like it's getting to a tipping point, a point where it's going to start spilling over from you more and more and start just manifesting things into your life. Like often we want things to manifest instantly, right? But the truth is that we often, because we have, as Abraham Hicks says, like you have like the train going in a certain direction, and then you realize, oh, that's not what I want. I need to go in the opposite direction. It takes time to like slow it down and then build up momentum in the opposite direction. You've been slowing down the momentum from the other way, and you've been building up momentum in the direction you want to go, which is fantastic. And now it's actually starting to take off. Like the train's leaving the station is what I'm getting. Make sure you're on the right train. Make sure it's heading in the direction you want it to go. Because you've been building your power. You are more powerful than you've ever been, deck one. That's very exciting. You're more powerful than you've ever been right now. That's phenomenal. I'm so excited to channel that for you. You are more powerful than you've ever been in your entire life. You have garnered and created and healed enough power that now things are going to start moving a lot faster than they ever have before for you in terms of your success, your money, your career. Make sure you're the one driving the train. Take some time today. Take some time right now. Pause the video if you need to. I just saw it's 11:11 while I'm filming this, all right? I just saw the time on my camera or on my phone here. It's 11:11. So some confirmation. Take a little bit of time to tune inward today and ask yourself, what am I most anticipating is going to happen? What am I most fixating on? What am I most excited about? Because that's what's about to pop into vision. Like, we think, it's so interesting. We often think we're not psychic or we're not clairvoyant. Yes, you are. What you're fixating the most on, what you're anticipating the most, what you're seeing in your mind's eye that you call a daydream or an anxiety, right? Like, it's like those things are the things you are foreseeing because you're creating them. So what are you constantly seeing in your mind's eye? That's the thing that you're heading toward. If you don't like that, now is the time. Now is the time to shift it and take hold of all this amazing power you've garnered for yourself, that you've created for yourself, and move in that direction, right? Move in the direction of what you want. If you want support in doing that, this is so much of what I do in my new group mentorship that I've created, and my private mentorship, but that's almost full. But my group mentorship, which I'll link below, but it's for a very small amount of people. It's actually 11 people. We just saw 11 on the phone, right? 11 people who are really ready, right, for that next level of like harnessing their power, right? Of being able to take your power and cultivate more of it, and then create more intentionally of what you want more quickly than ever before, right? Like, that's who I work with in there. So if that's you, I'll link that below if you want to come check that out, because that's opening up very soon. We have the monarch here. The monarch's coming up for you. For you, the best way, wow, and we have the leader. Okay, very strong energy here. It's like, I'm getting that this is a time for you to be so simultaneously strong, but also gentle with yourself, right? Like, so no longer taking your own mind's BS is what I'm getting. Like, this today, this moment from here on out, your biggest assignment, at least for the next, like, I'm getting like week or two, couple weeks, maybe month or so, for you is to really be rooting into your self-worth and also be rooting into your power and doing it so gently with yourself. Like, I'm looking at these two women, they're both embracing themselves with this love, but also the strength to them, right? Like, they know they're powerful, but they're also holding themselves with such gentleness. So for you, it's so important for you, in order to unlock this next level of abundance and success that you've been like so focused on, so fixated on, like the thing you want the most is what's unlocking next for you. As long as you're just rooted into your worth, knowing that you're inherently worthy of it. There's nothing else you have to do or become or be different in some way in order to be worthy of it, in order to make it happen, other than knowing your worth, right? Like, knowing that you are innately worthy. And then starting to take action from that place, right? I'm seeing that the actions you take in the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4 for some of you, but most of you, 2 to 3 weeks, the actions you take are what's going to create these big things. And it's going to be actions I'm seeing that you've taken before, but you're doing them with a different energy than ever before. So it could be that you're launching that same program you've launched before in your business. You're doing the same work you're doing at your day job. You're playing the same lotto numbers, like whatever it is, you're doing the same things you've been doing in the past, but they actually start to work now. They work better than ever before because you have more power than ever before. You've tapped into more of your power than ever before. And as long as you're taking action from knowing your worth, like, this is the deep inner work for you, is like knowing that you're worthy of what you desire just because you are, because you're a part of this universe, period. And also because of all the amazing gifts you hold and that you bring to the table. As long as you know that, like, and you take action from there, like, that you will take the same actions I'm getting and get wildly different results than before, because the energy you're powering those actions with is different. Significantly different for the first time in your life and in recent years. So this is huge. So it's funny because we often hear that, like, definition of insanity, right? It's like doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I'm actually getting that you get to keep doing the same thing over and over as long as it feels good to you, but you're going to do it with a different energy. So therefore you're doing something different, and therefore you're going to get a different result. Okay. You're going to finally get that thing you want. So if you've been feeling like you've been hitting your head against a brick wall over and over and over again, to try to make this thing you want manifest or get that next goal in your income or your business or your career, know that it hasn't worked up until now, not because you're doing the wrong thing, but because you're not doing it with the full power of your energy. You're not doing it with the most powerful energy you can summon. You've been doing it, I'm getting, with all the love in the world. You've been doing it with half-assed energy. You've been doing it with wobbly energy. You've been doing it with energy of doubt of whether this will happen this time. of whether you're good enough, of whether this is the right way to do it, if it'll even work, if people will want it, if people want to hire you, or whether you'll get the raise or the promotion. It's like you've been so much more attuned to the possibilities of failure rather than the possibilities of success. And that's what's changing this time around, is you're attuning more to the possibilities of success, to the potential and the power you hold because of all the work you've been doing to cultivate it. And because of that, basically any action you take, deck 1, is blessed, which is like, how amazing. Like, I'm loving this reading. There's so much raw power and so much intent in this reading for you. That's the energy that's coming through. It's like you are more focused on your inner game than ever before. And because of that, what you are manifesting is going to, like, the outcomes are going to look so different than before. So if you feel like you're doing the same thing and you're like, how am I going to get different results? If it feels different while you're doing the same thing, then the results are going to be different. Okay? That's what my guides want me to tell you. So this is very exciting. I want to pull at least, let's get another card, and then we're going to find some more. Let's see, I'm feeling called to this deck. And then we're going to grab some journal prompts for you, and then probably some more cards as well to round us out. So let's see, and I just saw 222 for you on my phone. Just had a payment come through for that amount, so some nice confirmation. But I want to see what else. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. What else deck 1 needs to know? So we have soul earthing, consciousness rooted, soul awakening. We also have 9, if that is significant to anyone. That 9 is jumping out to me, but also this infinity sign, this 8, this Ouroboros, basically the snake eating its own tail, which is a symbol that means so much to me, as well as butterflies. So these are beautiful. What a gorgeous card. You are finally waking up. Deck 1. Your soul is waking up. You're bringing your soul more online than ever before in this lifetime. Like, oh my gosh, I'm getting overwhelmed with like tears of joy for you. Wow. Your soul has been waiting for you to finally build as much power as you've been building and start to see the full extent of what you are capable of in this lifetime. Like, your soul is like, I'm ready to play. Let's go. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this your whole life, for eons. I've been waiting to get to play like this, to get to play at this level, to get to be in this body, in this mind that gets to finally tap into and unlock that next level of my power and my abundance. Like, that's what I'm getting. That's what my guides are showing me of your soul, is like this like complete freedom and liberation. And like I'm getting that your soul in this lifetime, at least, has never felt so free as it's going to feel in the next month or so. This is the beginning of that new chapter, because you're finally figuring out. And don't get me wrong, when I say finally, it's like you've done this very impressively, because we have a relatively very short amount of time on this earth, right? And you've somehow gotten to a point, deck 1, where you have figured out how to ground yourself enough in this 3D reality to also then be able to access the power of your soul and be able to hold all of it and everything that you're going to bring into fruition. Like, you've been basically expanding the container and getting ready for everything you desire, for the full potential of your soul to come through. I feel like this is getting incredibly deep, but it's feeling so good as it channels through. Like, you are awakening on a whole new level because you're more tuned in than ever before into being the creator of your reality and to the power you hold to shape your reality, because you've been creating all this power within you, tapping into your power that you hold. And your soul is so excited. Like, your higher self, your guides, I'm just seeing, my guides are showing me images and pictures and the energy of that. And it's just like this massive celebration of like, finally, is what I keep getting. Finally, we've made it. But when you think about it, most people in this lifetime don't ever figure out how to do what you've now done, which is how to tap into and grow and amplify your own power, your own worthiness, your energy, your mind, how to harness and shape and mold your mind and your subconscious. It's like you've been figuring this out, and you'll get better at it. And there's infinite depths you can go to in this lifetime and beyond with the deck 1, but you've come so far in it, and you get to start seeing things unlock more now. But again, it's like you're going to see how powerful you are. What you focus on is what's coming next. What you're anticipating most is what's coming next. That's what's unlocking next. This is really exciting. Okay, I'm going to grab our Way of the Wealthy Woman journal. We're going to channel some guidance from that, and then we will get into a couple last cards to round out the reading here. But this is my new journal that's available for pre-order, so I'll put this in the link. I'll put a link below for you, as well as accompanies, of course, my Wealthy Woman deck, so those will be linked below for you. But this is technically a journal, but so much more than that. It has prompts, mantras, meditations, mini chapters of channeled writings on wealth. It's a whole guide to upgrading your frequency, your energy, your path to abundance. And so I love to use it as an oracle deck in its own right, where I just open up to a random page by flipping through the book to just channel what we need to hear here. So I'm going to see what we need to hear to help you really make sure you unlock what you want to unlock here and really harness that power that you've been cultivating. So let's see. Close my eyes and flip to this page. Oh, all right. We have money mantras for wealth creation. So you can choose one of the mantras below and repeat it 20 times. And after doing so, reflect on what came up for you while reciting it. These are also, in this case for you, Deck 1 mantras you can use to help you really step into what you want more and rewire your mind more so that you're focusing on what you want to create, right? And what you want to bring into existence with all of this power you've been creating within yourself. So we have, I am capable of creating more wealth than I've ever imagined. Making money comes easily and naturally to me. Or, I am uniquely and innately valuable. I feel like for a lot of you, this is the one, especially because of this card we pulled with the Monarch, of knowing your self-worth and acting from that space and taking action in that way. But any of these that call to you, you're welcome to repeat to yourself just as needed over the next time. Getting, like, again, 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks, but 2 to 3 weeks for most of you, to help really make sure you're anchoring into your power more, into your worth, right? But I am uniquely and innately valuable because you are. Deck 1, you are. All right, let's get any last little bit. I want to know either last guidance or what this will look like some more for what people are unlocking. Okay, clear quartz, get crystal clear. Again, get crystal clear on what you want. Deck 1, crystal clear on what you want, and then angelite support is all around you. I see you, so twofold here. I see you manifesting more support into your life. This could be financial support. I see you manifesting like this big manifestation of what you desire. It could be something that makes you feel more supported financially, more supported in your business and work. It could be manifesting the perfect team member. It could be manifesting some sort of position or job or opportunity in your career where you are feeling like things are more stable now, more secure than ever before, like you're more supported. But also, so that's, part of what this looks like is this manifestation is going to make you feel more supported, more secure financially, career-wise, more like you're supported in what you want to achieve. Big picture-wise next is like inevitable. That's what I'm getting. But also, I'm getting this guidance of these 2 cards to give you to get really clear on what support is already around you. And don't forget to ask for support when you need it. So this could be support from your guides, support from the universe, from the divine. It could be support from the people around you. It could be leveraging resources you already have to help you feel more supported as you step into more of your worthiness and taking more action from that place. And really, as things start popping off into, ooh, this is interesting. Actually, it's coming through. I'm getting that as things start to manifest for you and pop into your reality, there will be times where it might feel overwhelming. It's something I've found myself saying in this last year as things have continually just like up-leveled in my life at like an exponential pace. And I've said at times to my husband, to my mentors, to my peers, I've said, I feel so overwhelmed in the best possible way. Right? And this has been such a journey for me of learning how to expand like my capacity to hold more success, my capacity to hold more power, my own innate power, and also the power that I have through having more abundance and more achievement in my life. It's also been an era of me learning how to let myself be supported more so that I don't feel overwhelmed and that the success and abundance and achievements can land without nervous system overwhelm, without burnout, without panicking, without feeling like I'm barely keeping up with all the good things, right? It's like, this has been so much for me, a year of learning that, and this is that message that's coming through for you as well. What's coming very soon for you is, it might even feel overwhelming with how good it can get, which is, believe me, a good problem to have, but it's still a problem to have, right? Like, it's still something where it's a learning experience. It's a growth opportunity for you to understand how to support yourself and how to cultivate more support around you so that you can hold more and more success and abundance as it comes and continually up level. So this is something that's so important for you to know, and to just make sure that you feel supported right now. And like, look for the support you already have. Ask for support where you need it, from physical and non-physical, but also get ready and like, it's almost like kind of like prepare. Get clear on where you need to be more supported. Shore up those gaps so that you don't feel overwhelmed when the abundance and the success comes in, because it's going to hit you like a tidal wave is what I'm getting. It's going to hit you like this deluge, this overflow, this huge wave of abundance of success is coming your way. Like, it's gonna kind of knock you off your feet how fast it comes. And it's not that you can't handle it. You absolutely can, Deck One. I see that you can handle so much, and you know now more than ever before that you can handle anything that comes your way. It doesn't mean that it won't be a little bit shocking when it gets there, right? And so you'll be kind of needing to calibrate quickly. So just make sure you're supported now. Get clear on where you can get more support. Get clear on where you can ask for support. But also know that this abundance, as this thing that you're anticipating comes in, it's going to help you feel more supported, and it's also going to challenge you to widen and shore up the areas where you need to be supported more. It's like kind of in both directions, right? It's like, it's going to support you more. It's also going to require you to allow yourself to be supported more. And so it's very exciting, because it means it's a huge up level, right? And I say that from personal and also just personal experience, and also what's channeling through me. So it's very exciting. And again, that's the kind of stuff that we talk about, that we will be talking about quite a bit in the group mentorship, I'm sure. So if that calls to you, come join me there, or come jump into the Wealth Vibe with me, because we have lots of things to help you kind of acclimate to higher levels of success there. It's just less hands-on support for me. So I'm actually feeling called to do one more card for you. My tarot deck was really, really calling to me. So let's see what we have. Yep, we have the Devil. Yes, I see so much of yourself breaking free, right? I see so much of the kind of attachments to your shadows being overturned, being uprooted, being like almost ripped away by all this good that you're manifesting. And that's where some of the overwhelm might come from, right? But the good thing is we have our Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, this is like everything that feels like it's been upside down in your finances or career, or anywhere that you feel like you've been blocked around up leveling, or you feel like you've been a little like kind of scarce with hope even, that's all shifting. Like, and I feel like you've already kind of shifted this, but it's shifting very quickly for you, right? Like, I almost see again, this wave is going to come in of all this abundance and success and just rip out all of the old toxic energies, all of the old ways of being and attachments to who you were when you weren't in your power, and all of the habits you carried then. And just so much is shifting. Like, oh my gosh. And oh my God, yep. And then it's all leading you to your Ten of Pentacles, right? To like, this is again, just like a whole new, your soul is ready to play. You've never been this powerful before, and you're going to start to really build a legacy, build quite a kind of like a power, quite an influence in the world, and build a whole, just again, this with our support card here, just a whole new level of support for yourself and others in your family, in your life, through your finances, through the money that comes in, through the legacy that you build, through the impact you have, right? Like, this is a quantum leap. Like, I don't know how to say it other than that. It's like, you've done the work, and you're making the leap now, and it's going to start paying off. But just make sure, again, it all comes back to just like, what's the guiding energy? What's the underlying energy? What's the intent? What are you focused on? What are you most anticipating? Check in with that and keep redirecting that. That's the only thing that you really got to be working on, doing it from a place of self-worth, because you've done all the other work, and now it's time for it to just pop into existence. And as you continue to take whatever actions feel best, probably the ones that you've been doing, but now fueling them with this power, with this different energy, like everything breaks apart that wasn't serving you and makes way for this Ten of Pentacles, for this new chapter, for this new dynasty you're creating, this new legacy you're creating. And oh my gosh, that's unlocking. Like, this is huge. I thought when we did this reading that this was going to be like a little tiny, like, oh, maybe you get a pay raise, or maybe there's a new job for you. This is a whole new chapter, a whole new life. Deck 1. And your soul's so ready for it. Your soul's been waiting. I'm getting like lifetimes to be able to play like you're going to be able to play in the coming months, years, decades, the rest of your life. Oh my gosh. Because once you've unlocked this power that you've unlocked and you actually start to see it manifest, there's no going back. You can't put the lid back on the box. You can't put the toothpaste back in the container, right? Like, you can't, back in the tube, you can't do that. Like, your power is unleashed, and now you get to make sure you shape it. And you've been expanding. You're ready for this. You're ready for this, deck 1. So excited for you. Okay, deck 1. My goodness, what a reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it. Let me know how it resonated. I just want to say thank you so much to those of you who comment on these videos. Your comments mean so much to me, and I try to read all of them. I think I usually read most of them. And the ones I read, they always leave me floored with how brilliant and how powerful of manifestors you all are. And it just leaves me with so much gratitude that I get to share these readings with you, truly. Like, I feel like I have attracted the most phenomenal people to these readings, and it is such a pleasure to share them with you. So thank you for commenting so that I can just see what kind of people I'm speaking to, and it's such an honor. Now, you are, of course, if you're not already, welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance. If you want more ongoing support and access to all the resources you need to more quickly manifest more abundance and success into your life, then definitely come join me in either the Wealth Vibe membership or my new group mentorship program. The Wealth Vibe membership is for you if you want to have 24 access to tons of tools, resources, and community so that you can rewire and saturate your mind, your subconscious, and your energy for abundance. The Wealth Vibe gives you access to hundreds of other like-minded people, daily exclusive money readings from me, like mini money readings with me, opportunities to win private card pulls from me, our book club, our monthly manifesting challenges, powerful live interactive monthly readings from me, and so much more, all for just $25 a month. So it's an insane steal of a price with how much I've loaded in there to really set you up for success. So the link for the Wealth Vibe will be below for you. My new group mentorship, on the other hand, is for you if you are really ready to rapidly up-level into your most successful, most abundant timeline, which I feel like a lot of you here in deck 1 after this reading truly are. So if you've got a big vision, big goals, and you know you've only scratched the surface of what you can accomplish in this lifetime, and you're ready to see how far you can truly go and everything you can achieve in your business, your career, or your finances, all in a way that feels good to you, then the group mentorship is a way for you to work very closely with me and a small group of other like-minded, highly ambitious individuals to unlock your full potential, plug more deeply into your power than ever before, and translate that power into outer abundance and success. So that link for the group mentorship will also be below. I recommend checking it out soon because the early bird pricing for the group mentorship is going up very, very soon and spots are limited. Like I said, the link for the Wealthy Woman Oracle Deck and Journal will be below as well for you if you want to grab those amazing tools for divine guidance and expansion into more abundance. So with all of that being said, I am wishing you massive prosperity and wealth and abundance, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye. Hello, deck number 2. This is your reading to uncover what money blessing or new level of success you will unlock next in your life. We're going to move your crystal out of the way and we're going to dive in, start shuffling to see what blessing in money or success is deck 2 unlocking next. Ooh, the Cayman and Poppy Dreams. What have you been, two ways that this can go since this is a general reading. First of all, what have you been dreaming of? Right? Because if you've been dreaming of something and this resonates with you, what I'm about to say next, then you're going to unlock, you've been dreaming of something in your career or your finances, you're going to unlock the next step towards that, the next level of it. I'm not seeing the full thing, but the next step gets unlocked, the next level of it, the next, kind of stepping stone toward it. So it could be that, or it also could be that there's something for some of you. I'm seeing, maybe a third of you watching this. I'm seeing that there's been something in your dreams, literally, like the dreams you're having at night or something deep in your subconscious that's been coming up, you've been getting visions of, you've been getting nudges of, inklings of, that's coming, right? In your career, your finances, or your successes. Yeah. Have you been seeing patterns? That's what's coming next, right? We're also getting the wolf and rosehip, guardianship. Oh, and we have the cat and lavender, independence. I see, wow. I see a lot of you manifesting financial independence. Could be financial freedom. I'm getting more of financial independence from a certain situation, right? Like this could be for some of you, you know, and like also with our guardianship, it could be something for those of you if you are looking for custody of children or wanting to make sure you have enough money to be able to solely support your family or your children or things like that. I see that coming to fruition for you. That's a percentage of those of you watching this. I'm also seeing for some of you, this is like if you're taking the leap out of a day job and starting your own business, something that makes you more financially independent from other people, from other businesses, from other corporations, like that's coming to fruition. That's going to be very successful soon. I also see for some of you, this could be if you're leaving a marriage or a relationship or a situation where you felt like you were financially dependent on that person or where there was some stickiness around the finances or something that held you back from more success. It's like that's also coming into fruition. Like I see that that's already probably behind you or, you know, that's happening, but I'm seeing more of like opportunities for abundance, more opportunities for money to come to you, more opportunities for that financial independence or that success. But I just see you becoming so much, whatever you're manifesting next, right? Like could be something you've been dreaming of, the thing you're wanting to manifest. I see for a lot of you, you know, like I said, a third of you, it's the manifestation of something that's coming in your dreams, right? That you've kind of been, your soul, your higher self, your subconscious has been telling you like, this is coming, get ready. Whatever it is, it's something where you're more in control of your finances. You're manifesting this opportunity. You're about to receive some sort of opportunity where you are more in control of your finances than ever before, where you are more free to do what you want, either financially or in your career or, you know, in whatever you're trying to achieve. You have so much more like ownership over yourself is what I keep getting. I see you standing tall and proud and able to take care of business, like really take care of business, like take care of whatever is coming your way, like more strength, more fierceness, more cleverness than ever before. Like that's what's summoning up from within you. And it's creating this opportunity, these opportunities for you to be more financially free, be more independent, be more free from whatever's held you back. This could be someone else. This could be a relationship. It could also be like a job, right? Like I just see you manifesting an opportunity or something that allows you to be more free from something that's been holding you back, a relationship, a job, even maybe a story for some of you, like an inner story, but for a lot of you, it's an outer thing that you feel has been holding you back from your full potential, an outer thing that's been hampering your ability to make progress on the things you want to make progress on in your career. Like I just see that's dissolving, that's being removed, that's being released, that's shifting out of the way and you're overcoming it. You are stepping more and more into your independence and your guardianship of yourself, right? Like your self-ownership. Very interesting. I want to get a little bit more, being called to this doc for some reason, so we'll just see what comes up here. I want to get a little bit more clarity on what this might look like for you. Gratitude. Okay. What else do we have coming up with Sedna there? And Hathor, generosity. Very interesting. Again, like this is, while this seems like, again, and it was so interesting as I was channeling that last little bit of guidance with these first three cards, and I was saying, you know, if you're going through a divorce or a breakup or, you know, getting custody of your children or financially providing for them, it's like all those felt like, you know, things that don't normally come through in my readings and things that feel a little bit more like they could have this tension or this darkness behind them. But I'm seeing that what's coming for you, even if it is those things, right, or something along those lines, or you're leaving a toxic job, it's like it's happening with the best possible energy. Like you're going to be so grateful throughout this process. You're going to feel like you have the ability to be so much more generous with your time, but also with your energy and with your resources and with your money. Like you are going to be so much more just warm. Like I see so much more warmth within you, so much more ability to and wanting to give to others. And I honestly see you just having so much more energy. Wow. Okay. This is what's coming through. There's been something that's been, like I said, holding you back from your full potential. something that is, again, whether it's a person, a circumstance, a job, a mental block, whatever it is, something that's been holding you back from your full potential, holding you back from being able to feel like you can make the money you want or succeed in the way you want or have the level of success you want to have or do the things you want to do. And you're breaking free from that. And it's like you've been fighting this thing or this situation or this circumstance with almost like all of your energy and all of your strength. And it's taken everything for you to be able, not everything from you, let's be clear, that's not what I'm getting at. It's taken everything you've got to be able to make it through this point, and it's all paying off. And it's like, it almost feels like a weight is being lifted, almost like a curse is being broken. That's not necessarily what's happening here. It just feels like you've been living in this kind of gloom or this period where you've been tried over and over and over again. And it just felt like there was trial after trial after trial, quite literally or figuratively speaking. I'm seeing for most of you it's figuratively, but it's taken all of your energy and all of your strength and all of your power to just, I'm getting like, make it through the day, like get through these toxic situations at work or get through these toxic situations with other people, or just have to fight against something that just feels unjust or unfair. But it's like, you've made it through that point. Like I'm getting that from this point forward, like things are starting to dissolve and you're starting to step more into your independence and you have more freedom. And not only are you going to be grateful for this and feel like you have more of a generous spirit about you, but you're going to feel more energized. You're going to start to tap into reserves of energy and power that you didn't know you had because you've been using them for so long to get through whatever's been coming up for you, whatever you've been butting heads against, right? And now you're finally like, it's just this flood of relief that I'm getting, and also a surge of energy. Like you're going to have, yes, more money, yes, more independence, yes, more opportunities than ever before, yes, more freedom to do what you want, but also more energy to do it all with. You're going to have more energy, more access to your own personal reserves of power and co-creative abilities with the universe. It's like you have been creating so long from a place of needing to fight for what you want that now you get to create from a place of being free to do what you want. Do you feel the difference in the energy of just those words and just that feeling of when you're using all of your power as the creator of your reality to fight against something and overcome something? That's such a different energy than when you're using all of the power that you hold as the creator of your life to be free to create whatever you want. So this is a change of seasons for you, right? A shifting of the seasons is what I'm getting. You're shifting into more abundance, more freedom, more independence, right? And you're going to feel so light, so free. Like if you feel like you're like, yes, I'm excited for this, but I'm so road weary is what I'm getting. I'm so exhausted from what it took to get here. My guides are saying, like, don't worry. That energy is going to come back to you. Maybe you'll need a few days or a week of just like self-care, of really like just relaxing and recouping once everything's kind of reached a resolution and you have more of your independence and freedom. But the universe is saying, don't worry. Because all that energy that you didn't realize you were putting into all of this is flooding back to you. It's flooding back to you. It's no longer going to be tied up in this. You'll have it at your disposal. So if it's felt like the money or success you want to create has been hard for you lately, just know it's not because it's not meant for you or that you're doing anything wrong. It's because most of your energy has been tied up in breaking free from whatever it is that you're going to be breaking free of very soon here, or that you've just broken free from recently. And now because you're breaking free, your energy no longer needs to go toward that. And now it gets to go into creating what you do want, right? So it's very exciting. Yeah, and we have the seer. Very interesting that we have the seer and we have dreams here. This is from my Wealthy Woman Oracle deck. And yeah, there's a couple things coming through. First of all, I see that you're going to start to see yourself in a whole new light very soon here. You're going to see more opportunities than you ever saw before because you can finally see them because you're no longer fighting against something, but now creating what you want to create. I also get, though, that deck 2, and I don't often say this, but like, do you not realize your ability to like to predict things is what I'm getting. Like, do you not realize your ability, like your clairvoyancy? I'm getting that you're either highly clairvoyant or you have this ability to see whether things are going to work or not, to see the potential in things. Like, you have the ability to foresee things within yourself, for other people, for situations. It's like, lean into that. That's going to be huge for you to unlock more abundance and more success in this next chapter of your life, right? Like in this, as you gain more independence, as you break free from whatever's been holding you back. There's a lot there. Like, you're going to start to see the world differently. And I see like more visions, more psychic gifts unlocking for you, but I also see like you're going to need, my guides, my collective, my Arrow Collective is saying like they're going to need, Deck 2 is going to need to start seeing the gifts that they have, whether you want to call them psychic or spiritual gifts or just skills you have, but Deck 2 is going to need to start seeing the gifts that they have in a whole new light, because those gifts are like, it's do or die. It's time to use these gifts to finally create everything you want. Because I feel the guidance I'm getting is that I don't want to call it an excuse. You've been in a very real situation that has been holding you back in some way. Like, I want to acknowledge that, but you're breaking free from it. And that's no longer an excuse. That's no longer a reason that you don't get to see the value of your gifts and you don't get to fully use them and you don't get to play small. And it's not that you want to play small or that you want to make excuses, but when we've been in a situation for so long that has made us feel sapped of our energy and our power and has made us feel limited in some way, whether it's an internally created circumstance or an externally created one, when we get in that habit, sometimes when we break free from it, it's hard to remember how not to be that version of us anymore, right? But this is what you're being invited to. This is what you're creating. This is what you're unlocking next, is no longer seeing yourself with the restraints of the past, but instead seeing all the potential you hold and really valuing it and seeing how far you can go. So that's incredibly exciting. You're going to start to see yourself and opportunities for abundance in a whole new light in your life. This is also reminding me too, if you are like, yes, I'm ready to see my full potential and see myself differently, this is what I'm doing this is what I do in my private mentorship. It's what I'm doing in my group mentorship that's opening up. So if you want support and really finally, now that you're breaking free, seeing how far you can go, how fast you can run, how quickly you can move toward the abundance and success you desire, if you know you've only scratched like the surface of what you can do in this lifetime, and now you're ready to you're like, I've got my energy back, I've got my power back, I've got my freedom back, let's go. I want to see what more I'm capable of and see how fast I can get there and how fun it can be. That's what my group mentorship is for. So definitely check that out. I'll leave the link below. Go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. Disappointment is not the end. There is hope even in the darkest of nights. As you move through everything, let me be clear. There's a lot of heavy energy around this reading. I want to be very transparent with you. But when I say heavy energy, it's what you're leaving behind. Okay? There's so much lightness ahead of you. There is so much hope ahead for you. There is so much freedom. There's so much limitless possibility. You are, for the first time in a very long time, maybe your whole life, Deck 2, untethered is what I'm getting. Fully, truly, for the first time in your whole life. Maybe from your own self-sabotaging thoughts. Maybe from the stories you were told as a child that have held you back. Maybe from relationships or jobs that have held you back. But you are finally, for the first time in your life, becoming untethered very soon here. Next 1 to 2 months. Everything resolves, those blocks remove, you are free, you've reclaimed ownership of your life, yourself, your direction of what you're creating, everything that's available to you. And you are going to see everything through new light, and you're going to see how much lightness there is ahead of you and how high you can fly, right, with these butterfly wings. But there may be a little bit of, if you are struggling to let go of who you used to be, like I was just saying, there may be a need for a little bit of inner child healing, connecting with your inner child, but also just continually reminding yourself of, even as you move through darkness, even as you release darkness, that there is always light. And there is so much more. I'm getting, just so you know, and this reading is very positive, but there is that, I can feel the energy of heaviness connected to it, and it's that energy of what you're leaving behind. But my collective really wants to drive home to you, Deck 2, that sometimes it's just, you'll need to consciously remind yourself that you're no longer living in that the darker energy, that you're no longer living in that shadow, you're no longer working through it, you no longer have to fight it, there's no more proving you need to do, there's no more fighting that needs to happen. It's literally just being and turning your attention to what you desire and what's possible for you. And the more you turn your attention to away from what you've been through, and not to negate it, not to bypass it, but more of allowing yourself to release that old chapter of your life, and you tune more into what's possible in the chapter you want to write, then everything opens up. I feel like this reading is getting so much deeper than I anticipated. I feel like that's always the case with my readings, but here we are. We're going to channel some guidance now for you, and then I'll pull a couple last cards, but we're going to channel some guidance from The Way of the Wealthy Woman. This is technically my new journal I have out, but it is so much more than a journal. There's lots of different resources in here for walking that path to more abundance, so I'm going to channel some guidance for you from it. I like to use it like an oracle deck and just flip to a random page and see what we need to hear to really help you unlock this new level of freedom for you in your life, truly. So let's see. All right, we have, you are being called to return to the wealth that is carried within your soul. I feel like for the first time in a long time, again, maybe in your whole life, you're going to finally understand the worth and the power that you hold within yourself, like the power of wealth that's within you, the power of gifts, the power of love, the wealth of joy, the wealth of freedom, the wealth of power, the wealth of value you hold. Like you hold so much wealth within your soul. You are pure abundance. Like when we say you're abundant by nature, when people say that, what I've come to find that means in my 6+ years of doing this work and working with myself and people on massive money and success up levels, is that it's when we say you're naturally abundant, you're abundant by nature, it means that you exist because of and from and on the frequency of wealth, of abundance. You are abundant in so many ways, not just material riches. And when you start to learn that and see how free you truly are, no matter what the circumstances, you start to see what you're truly capable of. The wealth of capability, the wealth of possibility you hold. Some prompts for you here. I'm going to give you the first two off of this page that I feel will maybe be useful for you to look at and to reflect on after this reading is done, deck 2. But as you move through and releasing all the blocks, the limitations, the darker, heavier energy that you're ready to let go of and transcend and move past in the next little bit here, in the next month or two, here's some prompts that might help you do that. So when I think about how worthy I am of creating the wealth I desire in my life, I feel ... Then let yourself free write, right? And then I feel the most worthy of creating the wealth I desire when ... Right? See what comes up for you with those questions. I feel like those are going to kick loose some things. Also, if you've been listening to this reading, you're like, it's kind of resonating, but I don't fully know what the limiting situation is that I'm leaving behind. Journal on those prompts. That'll probably help you see where you feel most free and where, therefore, you are not feeling the most free in your life to create what you desire or worthy of it, and see what needs to drop away, right? So, very interesting. All right, let's grab some more cards for you. I feel like this reading is almost complete. It's been beautiful though. So we have for you, we have our Queen of Cups reversed. This is again what we're moving from, I feel like that whatever has been limiting you that is ready to fall away, that it's going to fall away soon, that you're unlocking this freedom from, is something that's made you feel like you've been overgiving, a situation where you give and don't receive an equal value and the value that you deserve and that you're worthy of. It's made you feel, and then because of that, you felt insecure, you felt needy, you felt codependent, you felt like a victim, right? Like any of those things, it's like anything that's creating that within yourself, again, whether it's an internal circumstance or an external circumstance, that's what's falling away. So wherever you feel like you've been giving too much and not receiving, that's changing. And that's beautiful, right? Because you do deserve to get everything you desire, right? You do deserve to have all the abundance and to feel like you're receiving an equal or more measure than to what you're giving, and that you're not feeling at the whim of other people, right? But then we have our Queen of Wands. So you're going from our reversed Queen of Cups to now a upright Queen of Wands energy, where you're going to be so much more confident, so much more, again, independence is a word that comes through with this card, right? Independent, so much more optimistic as well, hopeful, right? Like this is all the stuff that's just confirmation of like, this is where you're headed. so much more just self-possessed, right? Like that's what you're unlocking next is basically this confidence, this independence, this optimism, this knowing of your potential, and then being able to actually act from there and create the life you want rather than feel like life is being created around you and to you and instead of for you, right? So there's, wow, so beautiful. You're really like, let me be clear here as we finish this reading. You are unlocking a new way of looking at yourself, okay? You're unlocking a new way of where you no longer feel like a victim. You no longer feel like you're stuck. You no longer feel like you're limited. And therefore, you feel more confident. You feel more full of potential and possibility. You feel more hopeful. You feel more motivated. You feel more self-possessed. And because of that, that's what allows these old limiting situations to fall away because they're no longer compatible with who you're becoming. So if you're like, yeah, I have all these legal things or these toxic jobs or all these things and I can't see a way out of them, you don't have to find the way out. You just have to find the way to flip this, like literally, these are 2 queen cards that are flipped. Flip the narrative from being the victim to being this self-assured, self-possessed, confident force of nature, right? Like find your way to that and everything else rearranges around that for you, okay? And you unlock just these opportunities for so much more financial independence, so much more success, doing what you want on your terms and no longer being held back or limited by anyone or anything, period. Yourself included, right? So wow, there's so much unfolding for you. Deck 2, there's so much unfolding, so much is changing for you because you are changing yourself. Wow. I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited. Okay, Deck 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it. Let me know how it resonated. I do want to say here, thank you so much to those of you who comment on these videos. Truly, it means so much to me when I read your comments. I try to read all of them. I try to read as many as I can, and they always leave me floored with how amazing, how powerful, how truly fabulous of manifestors you are. And it just leaves me with so much gratitude that I get to share these readings with you. I feel like I attract just the most phenomenal people to these readings, and it is such a pleasure to share them with you truly. So thank you so much for commenting if you are someone who comments on this video or my other videos. Now you are, of course, if you're not already, welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance. And if you want more ongoing support and access to all the resources you need to more quickly manifest more abundance and success into your life, then definitely come join me in either the Wealth Vibe membership or in my new group mentorship program. The Wealth Vibe membership is for you if you want to have 24/7 access to tons of tools, resources, and community so you can really rewire and saturate your mind, your subconscious, and your energy for abundance. The Wealth Vibe gives you access to hundreds of other like-minded people, daily exclusive mini money readings from me, opportunities to win private card pulls from me, our book club, our monthly money manifesting challenges, powerful live monthly interactive readings with me, and so much more. And it's all just for $25 a month. It is a total steal, and I've set it up to really create this portal to success and abundance for you. So the link for that is below. My new group mentorship is for you if you are ready to rapidly up-level into your most successful, most abundant timeline. If you've got big vision, big goals, and you know you've only just scratched the surface of what you can accomplish in this lifetime, and you're ready to see how far you can truly go and everything you can achieve in your business or your career or your finances in a way that feels good to you, then this is a way for you to work very closely with me and a small group of other like-minded, highly ambitious individuals to unlock your full potential, plug more deeply into your power than ever before, and translate that power into outer abundance and success. So the link for the group mentorship will also be below. I recommend checking that out soon because the early bird price for it is going to go up very, very soon here, and spots are limited. Also, the link to order your copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck and journal is below as well, so you can have those amazing tools at your fingertips if you want more physical tools for calling in more abundance. And with all of that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance and wealth and freedom and independence, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Hello, deck number 3. This is your reading to uncover what money blessing or new level of success you will unlock next in your life. All right, let's move your crystal out of the way and dive in. I want to see what blessing and money or success are you unlocking next. We have the Finch and Peach, romance. Oh, very interesting. We have satisfaction, the turtle and coriander, and we have the skunk and magnolia, protection. Very interesting cards, deck 3. I'm seeing that you are almost in some ways. This could be if you have come from deck 2 or you were also called to deck 2 and you've yet to watch it. This could work very well with it, but I see it almost as very different energy, almost diametrically opposed energy to deck number 2, where I see you entering into some sort of relationship. It could be like a romantic relationship, could be also just a different kind of relationship with yourself as well. But a relationship, again, with someone else, could be a business partner. I see this, again, it's more romance. So I'm seeing this more as like a romantic relationship or possibly a friendship, more likely a romantic relationship or more of a loving relationship with yourself, but one that's going to allow you to feel so much more satisfied and so much more like grounded and protected and secure in whatever it is that you're doing around, especially in your career or with your finances. But I just see you completely changing your relationship with yourself or your relationship with someone else, and that changes ultimately your relationship with money or success. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm getting the clear picture now. Your relationship with money or success, whichever you're trying to achieve, or both, because for most of us, those things are tied in together, right? But your relationship with success and money is, you're taking it to a new level. You're taking it to the next level, right? Like you are unlocking a whole new different kind of relationship with money, with success, a new way of viewing those things. And some of it might come as a byproduct of changes in your relationship with a partner or entering into a new relationship or changing your relationship with yourself and the way you view yourself and the way you maybe value yourself. But regardless, whatever it is, any external shifts that may happen, at the end of the day, this reading is really telling me that you're shifting your relationship with money. It's becoming much more loving, much more romanticized, much more feeling like one that's supportive and satisfying to you rather than one that maybe feels a little bit more challenging or inconsistent or lacking, right? So your relationship with money and success, the way you view money and success is changing soon. That's unlocking. And I'm going to grab another deck because I want to see what that's going to unlock for you, right? What does that unlock for you? Because when we unlock things within ourselves, right? When we unlock or change things within ourselves, the way we see ourselves, the way we see money, the way we see success, the way we act in life, right? It changes our external reality. It ripples out. So what are you changing? Can't make it up. Self-love. Okay, we got that. So this seems like more of a relationship with yourself that this is going to change. We have remembrance with Santa Muerte. And then I'm just feeling called to pull the top card from our other deck here, which is a time to remember. Remembrance, look back on your childhood. Okay. You're about to unlock this new way of looking at money and success. And honestly, this reading might be the thing that unlocks it for you, or it could be something that you do after this reading, but something is going to shift soon for you where you start to almost revert back to how you viewed your dreams and the things you desired and the abundance you desired or the lifestyle you desired or the successes you desired back when you were younger. You're going to revert more to that viewpoint of them rather than the adult way we are taught to look at money and success, right? Because when you think about it, we're often conditioned to look at money and success as like metrics of how well we're doing in life, which is just the saddest thing because truly money is such a beautiful tool and success is something that we get to use to sharpen ourselves against, to shape ourselves against. And yet most of the time we just use money and success as like measuring sticks for how well we're doing in life. And that's, to me, part of why I love talking about money and shifting people's paradigms and perspectives around it, because I think that's the saddest and most limiting and most damning thing is when we look at money or success as a metric for how well we're doing in life or how good we should feel about ourselves or life, instead of letting them be byproducts of how much we're able to love our lives and love ourselves and really coming back to who we are, right? Remembering who we are and that we're just a soul in this meat suit on this rock flying through space, and that this life is a complete gift and a complete joy, and every moment can be filled with so much pleasure, so much love, so much more satisfaction, right? When we shift away from looking at success and money as things that are something to measure up to or be measured by, instead of something to have fun with creating, right? And seeing what we create. So I see that there's something that you're shifting very soon here. I'm seeing in the next, honestly, few days to weeks, maybe a month or two for some of you. Most of you, it's like the next 3 to 5 days. That's what's coming through, as you're starting to shift the way that you look at success and money, like your perspective on them shifts. And when you do this, what's that going to call in for us? What's that going to call in? Okay, so we have our Knight of Cups, which is very much about romance, right? Very much about, oh my gosh, we have romance, we have self-love, we have more romance, we have, like, again, this could lead to calling in some sort of business relationship, some sort of relationship, romantic relationship that helps you believe in yourself more and helps you reach new heights in your success or your finances. I see it again more just as though, like, the more that you start to shift your perspective on success and abundance, meaning you start to see success and money not as metrics for yourself or to measure yourself against, but instead things to play with and fun things to get to, like, see, like, how can I love myself more? What parts of me need more love in order to achieve this thing, or in order to become who I need to be to achieve this thing, or in order to more fully remember my power and myself and my true potential. It's like, when you start to shift that, you're going to start to fall more in love with life. You're also, we have Knight of Wands, which also to me has like this almost like passionate energy, this, charm, this charisma. Like, I see you unlocking. Wow. This is such an interesting, there's so many layers, and I can tell there's another layer for us to get to in just a second here, but my goodness, deck 3, you are going to become so magnetic to people, to opportunities. I just see so many people saying yes to you. Yes, maybe even in a romantic sense, but more so in a yes, I want to hire you. Yes, I want to buy your products. Yes, I want to pay you money. Yes, 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 anything you want. Yes, because you are going to release what so many people don't even realize they're carrying their whole adult lives, which is that heaviness and that almost being enslaved by money and success in the pursuit of it. And instead you get to pursue more fun and see what the pursuit of more fun and more joy and more self-love unlocks in your finances and career and successes. And so you're just like, when you flip the script like that, like when you think about the people who are having the most fun in life, who are just playing, whether it's in their job or in their business or in their day-to-day life, like the people who are just so much more playful and they carry this energy of fun, and just their whole goal is to just have more fun with things and to just do the things that make them feel so good about themselves. Those people are so magnetic because those people are so rare. Those people are so rare because most people are going about like, I got to show up to work and not get fired, and I got to make more money, and I got to sell this thing in my business, and I got to hit to this goal, and I got to make this amount of money so I can make this payment. And it's like all the fun that we had in childhood, all the joy that our soul came here to experience is sucked out of us by the pursuit of money and success in the way that we're taught to pursue it. But you're being taught now, especially we have 2 Knight cards, like this pursuit, right? You're being asked to and invited to and given the opportunity to start pursuing more fun, more joy, more self-love with everything you do. Instead of, it's almost like the guidance of stop trying to chase the goals and they will actually come to you. Instead, start chasing self-love, start chasing happiness, start chasing your joy, your bliss, right? Like you can do that even in a job, even in the same job that you've been doing for years and years. If you start showing up and just making like, how can I make this fun? How can I play little games in my mind or with myself or with my coworkers to make this more fun? How can I bring more joy to this? How can I bring more self-love to myself? How can I care for myself more in this work that I'm doing? When you do that, you will become so charismatic, just naturally. You won't even have to try to be charismatic. You just will be. You'll be so magnetic, and that's going to start bringing more opportunities, more abundance to you. You're going to start unlocking. I see job promotions. I see job offers. I see raises. I see headhunters being like, hey, come work for us. We'll double your salary. I see more clients. I see more features for those of you who are entrepreneurs in media, in publications. Like I just see so much unlocking for you, and it's literally just because you're playing and having fun and no longer chasing the success and allowing the success instead to chase you. Wow. That's what's unlocking for you. That is so cool. That is so cool, you guys. All right, let me get another, I'm going to grab, feeling like one card is calling to me out of our Creatrix Awakened deck here, so let me just see what we have coming up for you here. Oh. Celestial Awakening, self-love. You guys, self-love. I'm getting a little excited, but oh my gosh, the message is so strong. Connection. Like, again, it's so interesting. All three of these readings in today's video have such different, like distinct different messages and things that are unlocking, but they all have these little connections to each other. And I'm seeing like with deck 1, we had I think it was our soul grounding card or something like that, but it was about your soul awakening. And that was more about one's power awakening. And for you, I'm seeing that like your soul is awakening. Like the more and more you just love yourself, give yourself self-love, romance, right? Like there's so much here of just like romancing yourself, loving yourself, because why wouldn't you love yourself so fully in this life, in this weird, miraculous life you have? That's this total mystery of how we came here and what is even going on. We have our theories, but nobody knows for sure. Just love it. Love yourself. Love the absurdity of it. Love all the infinite possibilities you have at your fingertips in every moment. And the more you do that, the more your soul comes online, awakens, wakes up more. The more connected you're going to feel to people, the more people are going to feel connected to you and want to give you opportunities. Just throw money. Like I keep seeing people being like, take my money, right? Like, it's just like, it's so clear, right? Soul wealth. Yep. You are worthy of everything you want on a soul level. I'm getting that there's nothing else you need to do to make the money happen or to be worthy of the money, deck 3, or the success. Like there's nothing else you need to do other than understand your worth and just follow what feels good to you. What's the next thing that feels good to you, big or small, whether it seems related to money or career or success or not. Every moment of every day, just asking yourself, what can I do that would honor myself more? What can I do that feels the best to me? What can I do to give myself more love right now? What can I do in this situation, in this work, in this job, in my business to just have more fun, to have more self-love, to just, what would it look like to show up for my work and my money and my success and my career and my ambitions? All the while asking myself, how can I bring more self-love into this? How can I love myself more? How can I do this more compassionately towards myself? How can I do this in a way that feels more fun, that feels more satisfying? Like start doing that and seeing what answers come up, and you are going to see so much shift. You're going to, again, become so much more magnetic to people and attract so many more opportunities. But beyond that, you are also going to start finding more aligned actions to be taking that are going to make you so much more money. And I just saw 1313 for you on my phone, which is such a powerful number, right? It's also like kind of sacred divine feminine. There's so much receiving ahead for you. There's so much abundance coming your way. There's so much opportunity. Like you're unlocking like your era of life, your chapter of life where everyone just says yes to everything. Like everyone just wants to fulfill your every desire because you're fulfilling your every desire within yourself. And the world's going to reflect that back to you. That is amazing. Okay, we are going to channel some guidance for you and then pull some last cards, but we're going to channel some guidance for you from my Way of the Wealthy Woman, technically a journal, but it's so much more than that because we have mantras, meditations, card spreads, journal prompts, everything you need in here to like walk the path of aligned abundance. So this is available for pre-order. I will leave that link below for you, but I am going to close my eyes and just flip to a random page to channel some guidance for you from it because I like to use it this way too. So let's see what comes up for you. I'm going to flip to a random page here. Whoo, okay. So we have, this is so perfect. I know these prompts are all about receiving. Yeah, this is our goddess card, which is all about when you accept abundance without question, the joy you feel is echoed in the pleasure of the person who gave it to you. Like what I say, people are just going to be throwing things at you, throwing money, opportunities, successes, promotions, job offers at you, right? But I have some prompts for you here to work through these 4 right here. So you can write these down and come back to them after the reading's done, or you could pause the video and do them now. But when people give me gifts or money, I feel ... When I allow others to give me gifts or money, others benefit because ... I love to receive What do you love to receive? The more abundance I receive, the more I, and just fill in the blanks and see what comes up here. I'm getting that so much is going to start coming your way the more that you start loving yourself, right? The more you start loving yourself, again, the more things are going to start coming your way. The more people are going to say, yes, take my money, here's this. And it can be a little overwhelming. You might even feel a little bit of guilt because sometimes we're taught that when people are giving so much to us, we have to give even more back. And so the universe, through those prompts and through this reading, is telling me like your kind of assignments to unlock all of this era of yes that you're going to be hearing in your career and finances. First of all, make sure you're focusing on that self-love, that play, that joy, and allowing that to create just this magnetism that attracts opportunities and successes and abundance to you. And then the second piece is getting ready to receive all of the abundance you're going to magnetize to you through your extreme charisma and charm and magnetism that you're fostering by focusing on your self-love and your joy, right? It's going to magnetize so much to you, and it can be a little overwhelming. We talked about this a little bit in, I believe, in pile 2, again, if you were drawn to that one. But I just see you, oh my gosh, just having so much given to you that it's important for you to understand how to expand, to hold it all, and to receive it, right, without guilt. And by the way, this is what we're working on in a degree. We're doing our receiving mode challenge next month inside of the Wealth Vibe membership. So if you want to come join me there, I'll put that link below, but that's what's coming next month. And there's often talk about this quite a bit in there in the community, but we will be working on opening up to receive more abundance with ease, right? And guilt-free. So a lot more is coming for you, right? A lot more abundance is coming your way. A lot more. Yeah, there's so much coming for you, but you have to be able to receive it without shaming yourself, without feeling guilty for it, right? So let's see what else wants to come through for you. I feel like there's an affirmation maybe that's coming through to round out this. I feel like this is a shorter reading, but I think the message has been so clear here that I'm feeling almost complete. So let's see what comes up for you with maybe an affirmation of some sort for you. We have, I accept that good things come easily. I am a super attractor. Things are just about to get really, really good for you. Things are about to get so good. And it just, all it takes is you focusing on the self-love, like literally. And I just saw this on the bottom and I was about to say something along these lines. It's good to feel good. It's good to feel good. Literally. And I know people, manifestation teachers say this all the time. I understand it can feel so just oversimplified, but it's like literally focus on feeling good and you'll attract everything you want to. Focus on feeling good. That's your assignment. Deck 3, that's what's coming through for you. But do you understand that a little bit now with the context of this reading? I feel like this reading was delivered to you through me for you to help you understand a little bit more of, I want to say, like the mechanics behind it all, of like why it's good to feel good, why things can come so easily to you, why when you focus on self-love and feeling good and feeling joyful and doing what excites you the most and what feels right to you, it's like why that leads to the abundance you desire. In your case, it's because it makes you this money magnet, it makes you this magnet for people and opportunities, right? Because you're a rare breed when you do that, because so few people have the bravery and courage to allow themselves to trust that what feels good to them and prioritizing their self-love is worth putting before everything else. Like, so few people have that courage to do that in a society where we're told that your hard work and your sacrifice and your struggle needs to come first in order to get what you want. And in reality, that doesn't work out for most people. The people who get what they want are the people who feel like they deserve it. The people who get what they want and have the life they want are the people who create the opportunities for joy to flood into their lives and then magnetize more joy. Right? So that's what you're being invited to step into. That's what's available for you to unlock. And we also have true manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. Again, as you unlock this, more and more good is going to come to you. And it's so important for you to remember that when people give to you and you graciously receive it instead of feeling guilty or rejecting it and saying, I don't deserve this, or no, don't give that to me, or, don't put yourself out. Instead of doing that and just graciously receiving, you're also helping that person expand. That person's receiving and you receiving, right? It's something I talk about a lot. I'm not going to get into it here, but it's when you receive what you desire in a way with like true grace and with the intent that it's of the good of all, the highest good of all, then the people who are giving to you are also benefiting. They're benefiting from being able to give to you, because when you give to someone in alignment, it feels good and you aren't left with less. You get more in your giving. And so when you receive and you let people give to you, you are giving them opportunity to have more because of their giving, and you get to receive and have more in your receiving, right? It's an endless loop. There is so much here. There is, wow, so much unlocking for you. I'm so excited for you. Deck 3. It is like, it's going to kind of be like this, I'm almost getting like this wild ride for you in the next few weeks, like next couple days for most. This is pretty, you're the ones who are moving the fastest here out of all 3 piles, but it's like things are starting to shift. You're starting to, I get the sense that maybe something's happened or something will happen that just kind of like puts things in perspective for you. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going to put off feeling good anymore. I'm not going to put off my own self-love and my own self-care. I'm not going to put off waiting to have the money in order to feel free and feel good and feel satisfied and feel joyful and feel secure in life. Like, I'm just going to feel those things now. I'm going to give myself permission to feel those things right now because I get to, because I deserve it, because why not? Why not right now? Why not just let myself feel that way now and prioritize these things now? And as you do that, you're going to become so magnetic to people. People are not going to be able to say no to you. It's going to be like magic, and so much is going to come flooding in, and your soul's going to come more alive, and you're going to just feel more vibrant and more alive, and then attract even more and more and more and more. And it's this positive feedback loop. So, wow. All right, I just saw 2222, so that feels like a good confirmation that that's exactly where you're headed. This is a perfect time to close out this reading. So, Deck 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below letting me know what you took from it. Let me know how it resonated. I just want to say thank you so much to those of you who comment on these videos. Your comments truly mean so much to me, and I try to read all of them because they always leave me just amazed at how brilliant and powerful of manifestors you all are. And it leaves me with so much gratitude that I get to share these readings with you. I feel like I've attracted the most phenomenal people to these readings, and it is such a pleasure to share them with you truly. So thank you for commenting on this video or my other videos. Now, you are, of course, also welcome to subscribe to my channel for future card readings for abundance if you're not already subscribed. If you want more ongoing support and access to all the resources you need to more quickly manifest more abundance and success into your life, then definitely come join me in either the Wealth Vibe membership or in my new group mentorship program. The Wealth Vibe membership is for you if you want to have 24/7 access to tons of tools, resources, and community so you can really rewire and saturate your mind, your subconscious, and your energy for abundance. The Wealth Vibe gives you access to hundreds of other like-minded people, daily exclusive mini money readings from me, opportunities to win private card pulls from me, our book club, our monthly money manifesting challenges, our powerful live interactive monthly readings with me, and so much more. It's all for just $25 a month, and I have just loaded it up with everything I can think of to give you all the tools you need to expand into more abundance more quickly than ever before. So that link is below for you if you want to come join me in the Wealth Vibe. Now, if you are interested in my new group mentorship, that is for you if you are ready to rapidly up-level into your most successful and most abundant timeline. So if you've got a big vision, big goals, and you know you've only just scratched the surface of what you can accomplish in this lifetime, and don't get me wrong, you've probably accomplished some really awesome things, but you know you can go so much further and so much faster, and you're really just ready to see how far you can truly go and everything you can achieve in your business, your career, your finances in a way that feels good to you, then this is a way for you to work very closely with me and a small group of other like-minded, highly ambitious individuals to unlock your full potential, plug more deeply into your power than ever before, and translate that power into outer abundance and success. So the link to get the details on the group mentorship is below. I do recommend, if that calls to you, checking it out soon because the early bird price for that is going to go up very soon and spots are very limited. Also, the link to order your copy of the Wealthy Woman Oracle deck and journal is below as well, so you can have those amazing tools for divine guidance and expansion into more abundance at your fingertips. If you're someone like me who loves having like physical tools, that's what I've made them for. So that link is available as well. And with all that being said, I'm wishing you massive prosperity and abundance and truly like self-love and joy. Really, Deck 3. And I'll see you in another video very soon.